The unknown truth about Donald and Melania Trump's only son. While most of the Trump family stays in the spotlight, Barron Trump, Donald's youngest child, has stayed more private. At 14 years old, Barron is the only child of President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump. Barron Trump is Donald Trump's youngest child and has 4 older siblings. Ivanka, Donald, Jr., and Eric are from Donald's first marriage to Ivana, while Tiffany is from his second marriage to Marla Maples. Ivanka works as an advisor to Donald, and Donald, Jr. and Eric are involved in the Trump Organization. Tiffany supported her father during his presidential campaigns. Barron made his first TV appearance at just 2 months old on The Oprah Winfrey Show when his parents talked about parenting. Born in 2006, Barron received extravagant gifts as a baby. In 2019, Mongolia gave him a horse named Victory as a diplomatic gesture, though the horse stayed in Mongolia. Thanks to his mother, Melania, Barron speaks fluent Slovenian and English. When he was younger, he also spoke French. Melania often used Slovenian with him to keep her culture alive. Barron still speaks Slovenian with Melania and her parents, even in front of Secret Service agents, who don't understand the language. According to the book The Art of Her Deal by Mary Jordan, Donald Trump sometimes gets frustrated because he can't join their conversations. Unlike Barron, he didn't learn Slovenian. Melania, however, reportedly speaks 6 languages. Barron has a quieter life than his siblings, but his upbringing and multilingual skills make him unique. Like many teens, Barron loves sneakers. He's often seen wearing New Balance 574 core shoes. Over the years, he's been photographed in different colors of this style, including black, reflective, and camel-colored versions. It seems these sneakers are his go-to footwear. Barron's life in the White House began later than most first kids. When Donald Trump became president in 2016, Melania decided to stay in New York with Barron until he finished the school year. They moved to Washington, D.C., in June 2017. Melania loved living in New York and was cautious about exposing Barron to the public eye. Over the years, Barron has faced unfair criticism. However, he has been defended by others, including Chelsea Clinton, who tweeted in 2017 that Barron deserved privacy and the chance to enjoy a normal childhood. Jenna Bush Hager and Chelsea Clinton were not the only ones defending Barron Trump. Jenna said it made her angry when Barron was criticized, explaining that it wasn't Barron's choice for his dad to run for president. Barron's mother, Melania, has always been protective of him, especially when people made hurtful comments. For example, when actor Peter Fonda suggested Barron should be removed from his family, Melania reported it to the Secret Service, and the tweet was deleted. During his father's impeachment trial, Stanford law professor Pamela Karlan made a rude comment about Barron, calling him a baron. Melania responded, saying children should be left out of politics, and Karlan later apologized. Barron has grown to look like his father, Donald Trump. Melania even calls him Little Donald, because he shares many of his father's traits, like being independent and opinionated. Barron respects and admires his dad, especially his career. Barron was the first son to live in the White House in over 50 years. Before him, only daughters had lived there, like the children of Presidents Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton. Donald Trump is known for his love of golf, owning several golf courses. He often spends time golfing with his family, including Barron, and uses those moments to bond with his youngest son. Before moving into the White House, Barron Trump was already spending time on the golf course with his dad. In 2014, Melania shared a photo on Facebook of them golfing at a Trump golf course in Scotland. As Barron grew older, his love for soccer became clear. In 2017, he met players from the DC United soccer team at the White House. He had a conversation with some players about the game and received a signed ball from the team. One of the players, Patrick Mullins, said Barron was very knowledgeable about soccer and passionate about the game. In 2017, Barron also joined the US Soccer Development Academy and played for DC United's under-12 team. Even Russian President Vladimir Putin seemed to know about Barron's interest in soccer when he mentioned it in 2018. Barron doesn't appear in public often, but when he did in August 2020, people noticed how much taller he had become, even taller than his 6'3" dad. Barron's height was expected, as both of his parents are tall. His dad is over 6 feet, and his mom is 5'11". Barron has clearly grown a lot, and it will be interesting to see where life takes him. He may prefer privacy, but people will be watching as his future unfolds.